Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a London City Council meeting turned tense yesterday as the community presses for answers for the death of Doug Harless.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and happy Tuesday, Mountain family. My name is Amelia Lee here with you on WYMT on this February 4th, and we are at 4:59, just 30 seconds away from 5 o'clock this morning. We're also at that time to check on in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal for a look at the forecast. Megan, I know yesterday we were talking about some chances of rain. I woke up, went outside, it was warm, no frost, but do I have to, fear the rain a little bit in the days to come?
Yes, in the days to come, rain is definitely in the forecast. We'll continue to watch those rain chances go up and up as we're going through the next couple of days. And we did have a little tiny rain chance this morning. Still might see some bit of drizzle because we have that cold front that came through that will be dropping temperatures all day long. Let's take a look at those currents. And you would not believe that it's 5 a.m. We're looking at these temperatures in the upper 50s and the upper 40s in some places. But take a look as you're traveling towards Harlan and Jacksboro, 63 degrees. Now, unfortunately, this is now the trend will continue to stay on as we're going through the next couple hours because that cold front is lowering those temperatures. So as we're heading into the next couple hours, we're just going to see those temperatures drop. Here are those forecast highs, and well, they're right on track for what we're at right now. And again, seeing those temperatures drop for the next couple of hours. Here is the satellite radar this morning. You can see a little bit of that rain chance pop up towards Harlan and Norton this morning. That's kind of what we're looking at this morning. Not much in terms of precipitation, just seeing those clouds move through. But we do have those chances increasing as we're heading into the overnight hours. Next 12 hours, though, here's what you can expect. Again, we have those really slight chances for rain throughout the day, and then we have those temperatures staying around the 50s for most of your Tuesday. Amelia?
All right, thank you, Megan. Well, there was drama at last night's City Council meeting where backlash from the community brews following the death of Doug Harless, who was shot and killed by London police. Calls for transparency led to a heated debate in the meeting. Eventually, one person was escorted out of the building by officers. One of the people asking for transparency was James Jones. He played a recording he says shows one council member asking him to badmouth London's mayor.
And the only reason why that Anthony Ortega and Kelly and Judd and Justin and Stacy all agreed to let me speak today is because they thought I was going to stand here and bash the mayor of London.
The council also walked out of the meeting while Jones was speaking. One member on the council confirmed knowing Jones, but did not explicitly confirm his voice on the recording. State troopers are investigating Harless's death. The Laurel County Sheriff's Department will soon begin using body cameras after county officials approved a 5-year contract. WYMT's Caroline Mueller tells us what this means for law enforcement and the public.
Laurel County Judge Executive David Westerfield says the county finally has enough funding to move forward with body cameras after years of discussion.
Well, the fiscal court and myself and the Sheriff's Department got together. We talked about it, and we thought it was the right time to try to purchase the body cams for the Sheriff's Department. Well, it's been mentioned for a long time. We just never had the funds to do it, and this year we were fortunate to have the extra funds.
Westerfield says the cameras will improve transparency and accountability for both deputies and the public.
The cameras will say exactly what happened, and we don't have to guess that way, and I think it's just a safety measure for everybody.
The total cost for the contract will be $26,800 per year. This will cover 36 cameras, one for each deputy plus a spare, and the associated storage software needed.
Policy and procedures will be in place. We'll also have to, we've had an IT guy that's going to be able to review all incidences and get it to the public if they wish. So it's something that it just don't happen overnight.
Laurel County Sheriff John Root says unfortunately body cameras can be a challenge to acquire financially, especially for smaller agencies.
We're just fortunate here that our money's been managed right and the money was put back for this. It's a great asset to us, and I wish all law enforcement agencies had them.
During the next 5 years, the county will evaluate the contract's effectiveness to determine if any changes or updates are needed. The cameras are expected to be fully operational within the next 2 months.
In Laurel County, Caroline Mueller, WYMT Mountain News.
This all happens in the wake of Doug Harless's death. The contract comes a little more than 1 month after the incident. Officers with the police department were not wearing body cameras at the time and were not doing so since March of 2023. Sheriff John Root and Judge Executive Westerfield say the shooting did not impact their decision to acquire body cameras. Officials with the city of Paintsville are raising concerns about a transitional housing center located downtown. The Opportunity Center, under the direction of Addiction Recovery Care, provides housing and a foundation for addiction recovery. The Johnson County Fiscal Court began its partnership with the center in 2022 and plans to help expand the space. But the Paintsville City Council voted opposition to the idea, saying the location makes it a risk for the community. However, Stevie Mollett, who recently moved in with his paralyzed son, says it's a needed facility.
Where we've been homeless and everything, it's been hard for us, hard for me to get a job. They're helping with his diapers, food. Like I said, if it wasn't for them, we'd already be gone. We'd already been gone. I know we would.
You can see the city statement and the county's response with this story on our website, WYMT.com. Some lawmakers are questioning Robert F. Kennedy's stance on vaccines as he awaits to find out if he will be the next Secretary of Health and Human Services. The CDC says many children in rural areas like eastern Kentucky are not getting the recommended vaccines. Officials say kids in rural areas are more vulnerable to serious diseases compared to those in urban areas.
Most vaccines have been around for years. They're actually very safe. They actually won't get you sick. Some people actually say they get sick when they get the vaccine, but that is not the cause of their sickness, and they are very safe and they will protect you in the long run.
Factors that go into play, like a lack of transportation, health insurance, or health literacy in rural areas, can impact your ability to get vaccines. Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, salvage crews will spend another day on the water in Washington, recovering remains from last week's plane crash with an Army helicopter.
And temperatures are dropping as the day continues. I'll have more up next.